Hey everyone, Adrienne here, Indiana Backyard Gardener. I just wanted to give you guys a quick garden tour for the month of July. This is part of Gail Southern Living's Garden Tour Club, hashtag Garden Tour Club. So I'll leave all of that information in the description. But we have some overcast skies. We're going to be getting some rain for the next 4 days as the remnants of Beryl go through here as a tropical storm. So we're going to get some rain. We're supposed to get a few inches of rain from what I heard, and that'll do the garden some good. But I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to put out some bone meal into all my containers that are blossoming, so that I don't have to water it in, and the rain will do it for me. So the rain is full of nitrogen, and the bone meal will give it the phosphorus that it needs. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this bone meal put out and show you guys what's going on. Okay, so this bed is doing okay. The greens have gotten, quite a bit bigger since I fertilized, and we had a little bit of rain here and there. I really haven't been bothering this bed too much. I do need to come in here though and get some of these damaged leaves clipped so that oh, it's already starting to rain. All right, let me get this bone meal put out. You can see I have diatomaceous earth on everything. So that's going to get rained in, and then I'm going to have to reapply that. But let me get this bone meal out before it starts pouring on me. All right, well, it sprinkled just a little bit. I was able to run around and get all the bone meal put out. So let's start on this side. The walking onions are doing great. These are the Egyptian walking onions. Back there is a watermelon. It's not doing as great as the one in the container, but it's still thriving. This is a zucchini here. See these damaged leaves? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start cutting those off, because otherwise the plant will put energy into repairing leaves instead of new growth and whatnot. So as I go, I'm gonna go ahead and clip off some dead leaves. This is oregano here. I put that there as a deterrent, but I don't know, I don't think it really worked, unless I just didn't have enough of it. This is more zucchini. All right, more walking onions. These are both Egyptian walking onions. This was a pickling cucumber, but look at it, guys. It is very, very weak or whatnot. I don't know if it's gonna make it. This one too. Those cucumber beetles did a number on these cucumbers, and I probably won't get any. These are just weeds. That's a tree that planted itself, or squirrels planted it. This is my Turkish orange eggplant. This is, sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at the leaves on this, and I was like, wow, those leaves really resembles watermelon leaves. Anyway, that is a blueberry that I got. Very, very tiny blueberry. It was like $6, so I was like, what the heck? Took it out of the box, put it in there. It's been doing okay. I do need to get it in a bigger container though. This bag here had a cucumber in it, but I went ahead and just clipped it. You can see the dead leaves in the back there. It was gone. So there's a scarlet runner bean there going up the fence, and I believe there's some bush beans in the actual grow bag. These are my potatoes, the purple ones. I think they're called Toliak potatoes. Sorry, that was my bone meal I sprinkled, trying to get it to fall down. But look at those flowers. Aren't they pretty? Very pretty flowers. So they're doing well. This is, look at that little guy. This is the yellow squash that I thought was not going to make it. Is that a baby grasshopper? It's a little guy. Look at that. So yeah, I thought these were not going to make it. I was going to leave them as trap crops. But obviously, they're doing fine. These yellow leaves, this is probably because I hadn't been watering, or I didn't fertilize over here because I didn't think I was going to need to, because I thought these were going to be just, you know, trap crops or whatever. So I kind of neglected these ones. But now that I see they are thriving, I'm going to go ahead and take care of them. So what I did was, and I don't know if you guys followed along, I used my neem oil and I drenched the soil around the roots of the plants. And I also there's a lot of bees in here. Let me leave them alone. So I drenched the soil around the roots to make sure that none of the eggs would hatch from the cucumber beetles. And then I also was just picking off the adults and smashing them. And that was pretty much the best that I could do. I just came out here, and every time I saw them, I killed them. And I basically sprayed the leaves and drenched the soil so that the eggs couldn't hatch and feed on my roots. And that's just what I did. I didn't have anything else. I didn't spray anything else. And looks like they're doing well. There's a little rosette in the middle there. You can see where there's going to be a bunch of flowers. On this particular plant, I'm not seeing any females just yet. But the one over there I can see has a few females. You can see in there there's a little tiny baby squash trying to form. So hopefully that gets pollinated. There's lots of bees out here. Over here I just have some flowers and some beans. Let's give those beans. These are the rattlesnake pole beans over here, so I want those to go ahead and climb the fence. These were the dahlias. I'm drawing a blank. It's not coleus. It's celosia. All right, so here is the Minnesota midget melons, and here are the zinnias. And again, just one zinnia out of that whole pot so far. I don't know what it is about zinnias, you guys. This is another Turkish orange eggplant. This was my Be It Alpha cucumber, and I don't know if this guy's gonna make it, but I'm gonna keep on babying him just to see the new growth is healthy, but from where these cucumber beetles had did their damage, it's pretty damaging. So you see, like, the new growth is pretty healthy for the most part. So hopefully it'll just rebound and come on back. All right, just give it a little help there. Just give it a little help. I want it to grab hold of this fence and stretch out. Yeah, so I'm gonna take off all these damaged leaves so that the plant can focus on new growth. All right, so sage, and this sage was huge. This sage was a big bush of sage, and I might have damaged it. I might have bothered the roots when I dug out this bed, but I tried to leave it. As you can see, I've got more sage seeds in there. Let's see, there they are, little black seeds. So yeah, every one of those little tiny flowers has about 3 or 4 seeds in there. These are the Mountain Spring tomatoes. There's 4 of those. The birds have not been on their duty here because I've got a ton of Japanese beetles in there on my grapevines, but I am still getting grapes, so that's cool. This was also a pickling cucumber here, but you can see it has taken on some damage. I'm not sure if it's gonna make it, but I'm gonna leave it. This, I think this was a kale that was going to seed, so I'm gonna leave it. There's onion in there that's going to seed, and that's fine. I'll just let that drop its seed where it's at. Comfrey in the back still has a few purple flowers on it. For the most part is going to seed. And I mean, I'll save some seed, but I don't know, can you grow comfrey from seed very well? I always heard that you need to have a cutting. Parsley is almost to seed. I should stake it up because it looks really sad. There's a pepper in the back there, right there. It's a red pepper. I don't know if it's gonna make it. Lemon balm is in the back going to seed. These are grapevines stretching out here. And you guys, I don't know the first thing about pruning grapevines. I just let these things run every year, just wild, and I need to learn how to trim them for my best, harvest and best results. Because I do have grapes, but I want to have good grapes, because look at it, it's going all the way that way. And I had some wire that went from this shepherd hook all the way over to this shepherd hook so that it could run like this, but the wire, I guess it was cheap wire, and it broke. So yeah, there's lavender in here. This is the lavender. This is the lemon balm. Borage. Back there was the German chamomile. It really didn't take off because it got too hot. So maybe I can babysit it until it cools off and it'll come back. Pepper here, pepper back there. I threw a random watermelon over here. I don't see it anymore. So it might have died. Yeah, it was just an extra one that I didn't have anywhere to put it, so I just threw it over there. So somebody told me that this purple flower, this beautiful purple flower here, is chicory. And I didn't know I had that. And I've never grown it, so I didn't know what it looked like either. So tell me, tell me in the comment section below what you guys do with chicory. It looks like it's all gone to seed, and what I'll do is collect the seed. But can you do anything with these beautiful flowers? Let me know. I'm sure they're probably edible. This is another sweet pepper, couple sweet peppers. There's 2 sweet peppers here. This is lamb's quarter that just kind of popped up in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and clip it though, because I'm pretty sure it's probably taken up nutrients that are needed by my pepper plants. I'm going to try to pull this out and see if I don't. No, it's gonna cause too much damage. I'm just going to clip it all the way down as far as I can clip it. These ones are not the right pruners, but yeah. So there's peppers. There's a pea in there. Look at that. Garden snacks. This is more peppers, red peppers. This is my butternut squash. You guys saw that video. This one is sunshine kabocha. This is the winter squash. So I halfway expected that to come up already. The butternut came up right away. Look at those peppers. Those are my red bell peppers coming on there. Lots of good peppers looking there. Zucchini over here. I covered it with the diatomaceous earth. Clip off some of these damaged leaves. The yellow ones, the ones that are yellowing, yeah, we don't need those. So I did go around and I did sprinkle in some bone meal in all the pots. So when we do get our rain, it'll water in that bone meal. This one is the ground cherries that I started, the extra ground cherries. I don't want those to get watered too tough. What did I do with my other zinnia? Oh, it's probably over here. This one is the red zinnia and the miscellaneous. Look at that, 1 zinnia. I don't know what I'm doing over here, guys. I'm failing at gardening. Spaghetti squash. Nothing yet out of there. So this is the white Crenshaw melon. This is the watermelon, a watermelon, Crenshaw watermelon. So I have some babies on my watermelon, both of my watermelon plants. So this one has, look at that little guy. Yeah, I've got that one there, and I've got this one here. I've got the cardboard there so that it's not sitting on this plastic. And I pruned off the side shoot on this one here. It had 3 shoots coming out, and 2 of them have a melon on them and the third one didn't, so I went ahead and clipped it. This one also has 3 shoots coming out. You can see this is 1 shoot, this is 1 shoot, and then this is the main stem. So I don't see any melons just yet. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one alone. I don't see any melons yet on the Crenshaw. It also has about 3 shoots on it, 3 side shoots, 3 side lateral growing stems is what you would probably call it. Look at, they're holding hands here. Oh, there's pollinators in there. Let me leave that alone. So that's the watermelons. These are some yellow squash that I did not believe were going to make it because of the damage that they were taking. But they're doing all right. They're hanging on. They're hanging on. Get these damaged leaves out. And it looks like there's a squash in there. Hopefully it got pollinated, because the stem now is already dead. I mean, the flower. So if it did not get pollinated, it is not going to do me any good. But hopefully it did. So yeah. Hopefully it did. Oh, look at that. I don't know if I missed those or if those came afterwards. And I'm just crushing these eggs. See, even with the diatomaceous earth, sometimes you still have to be checking your leaves. I might have missed that one when I came out here the other day. I don't see any more. So yeah, this is okra. I really need to get this okra planted before I lose it. I really do. I wanted to put that in the ground. I'm not convinced that I have ground to put it in inside the garden. And I'm afraid to put it outside the garden because I feel like something's going to eat it. Like rabbits or whatever. All right. The raspberries are fizzling out. There are some still, few here and there that I'll grab, but they're pretty much fizzling out. Ooh, this lemon balm needs some water. Look at it, it's thirsty. The rain will be good for it. My one sunflower that bloomed. This is another one. This is another mammoth sunflower here. Looks like it's gonna do something. These are blackberries that are just taking over. Look at this. This is blackberries, you guys. They have come under the fence here and then popped up. All this growth is blackberries, this whole thing here. So in a minute, this whole corner is going to be blackberries. Calendula, jalapenos, they're struggling. Scarlet runner beans. In the back, there's another jalapeno. This is red mustard seeds that I will be saving. Yeah, this is all red mustard seed, which I don't need this much red mustard seed, so I'm gonna go ahead and clip these ones over here because I don't need that many. If they seed, they seed. Who cares? It'll be more red mustard for me in the spring. But I'm just going to save this one here. This is a wild lettuce. I do need to harvest those. There's one here, one there, and then there's a couple that have gotten super tall right there. See, they're about to flower. So that's the best time you want to harvest wild lettuce. So I do need to get on top of that. This is all collard greens that are pretty much damaged from the bug pressure. Hopefully that has passed. I have not seen any cucumber beetles. Haven't seen any cucumber beetles since the last time I treated for them. And I'm constantly staying on top of squash bugs. So we'll see. Look at these blackberries, you guys. Man, I am excited about the harvest that's coming in for these. I don't even remember what this is. I think these are collards. I'm pretty sure I planted collards right there years ago, a couple years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. There's more wild lettuce there. More sunflowers, ground cherries, more collards. There's some lettuce in here that's going to go to seed. Swiss chard, ruby red Swiss chard. These are the hot banana peppers, and they're not looking so hot. I did put some bone meal in and throughout there. Over here I also have this is probably a collard or kale, one of the two. These are also hot banana peppers, and then these are just flowers, and then there's one bean, a rattlesnake pole bean in the corner. So that is pretty much it for inside the garden. Over here you can see, look at this blackberry bush. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I put this support up here because all my branches were on the ground, so I wanted to get them off the ground. Look at these new growths coming out all the way out here. Sheesh, I need some help, guys. I need to figure out what to do over here with these new growths. I gotta tie them, I gotta train them to go back that way. So yeah, oh, this was all my compost. I still have to get some stuff planted. Let's go take a look in the back at the other tomatoes and stuff. More grapes. More grapes. Grapes are doing all right. All right, so over here, this little onion has gone to seed. I'm just gonna save that. As soon as I have 2 hands, I'm gonna clip it. So that's a cantaloupe there. Looks like it's doing okay. This was the volunteer cucumber, I believe. So it was there all along. I just didn't recognize it. It's either a cucumber or a melon. And then I've got 2 cucumbers here. And then this was my volunteer watermelon. The peas have pretty much fizzled out. These are my bush beans here in the middle. I want to say top crop bush beans. And then over here are Rutgers tomatoes. So there's lots of flowers on these. Lots of pollination going on. I don't know if you guys can see that little guy back there. He's on the under part of that leaf right there. I mean, of that flower. Yeah, there he goes. So yeah, these are tomatoes and beans. Oh, and I've got some cilantro here too. I was trying for it not to be going to seed already. Trying to make it last until the weather cools off. So yeah, I'm gonna clip those little flowers off. All right, over here is the potato patch. Something has been eating it. Look at that. Something's been eating on my potatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my cage. I have a cage that I'm gonna put around here, one that I used for the rabbits. And I'll just do that. The beetles found my other grapevine. Those squash plants are still hanging on, but they're not really getting much bigger. They're kind of just stunted. I still haven't pruned this mock orange, but it definitely needs to be pruned. Fruit trees are doing all right over there. So that's about it, guys. I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to get this cage out. So in here there's a cage that I have, like a playpen type of thing, and I'm gonna put that around those potatoes over there so that hopefully something will stop eating them. All right, so this is my little cage here. Hopefully it does some good in protecting my potatoes here. I used this when I had the rabbits, and I would tractor them out in the grass. So yeah, hopefully that does the trick. It's got like a little door right here, so we'll see. It should help a little bit. It should help a little bit. All right, guys, I guess that is about it. So thanks for joining me, guys. Like I said, this is a collaboration with Gail at Gail Southern Living, and it's called #Garden Tour Club. So get in on it. Make sure that you visit the playlist that I leave down below so that you can comment on all of the videos and have a chance to win a prize at the end of each month. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it. Till next time, the more you know, the more you grow. Bye, guys.